actually have a balanced budget overnight. It'll go very quickly. That's the kind of money you're talking about. We'll balance our budget. The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota remind us that there are large parts of the world where bribery, corruption, and lawlessness are the norm, not the exception. Importing these cultures through unrestricted immigration and open borders brings those problems right here to the USA. And it is the American people who pay the price in higher medical bills, car insurance rates, rent, taxes, and perhaps most importantly, crime. We will take care of this problem. We're going to take care of this problem. We are not playing games. Delilah. Delilah Colvin was only 5 years old in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life. She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up.
Next at 10, a look inside Florida's brand new Emergency Operations Center. We'll head to the ribbon cutting in Southwood. Plus, too dangerous to live in. The Tallahassee residents forced to flee their apartments this weekend with just days' notice. And is it windy in here, or is it just Breeze Airlines? The big addition to Tallahassee International announced today.
Trusted, local, WCTV Eyewitness News starts now.
Thank you for finding us here on WFXU. I'm Jacob Murphy in for Abby Walton this evening. We will get to all those local headlines in a moment, but we do start tonight in our nation's capital. President Donald Trump, about 45 minutes or so into his State of the Union address. Let's listen in.
And yesterday, as you probably saw at the White House, I hosted a ceremony with Americans who lost their treasured loved ones to the scourge of illegal immigration. People came into our country, how we allowed this to happen with our open borders. These are the angel moms and families that for decades our government betrayed and our media totally ignored. It was terrible. Hard to believe, actually. In 2023, a 16-year-old high school cheerleader named Elizabeth Medina was supposed to perform in her town's Christmas parade, but she never arrived. Her mother, Jacqueline, went home to look for her, and she found her lying dead in a bathtub, bleeding profusely after being stabbed 25 times. Elizabeth's killer was a previously arrested illegal alien who had broken in and brutally extinguished the brightest light in her family's life, violently and viciously.
And you can continue to watch President Trump's State of the Union speech right now over on WCTV or on our website, WCTV.tv, as well as the Democratic response that will follow, again, on WCTV or WCTV.tv. Closer to home now, a 15-year-old is behind bars facing charges in connection to several Facebook Marketplace robberies. The city of Tallahassee says the teenager was arrested Thursday in connection to 5 robberies between January 4th and February 17th. Officials say the victims reported arranging to meet for what they thought was a legitimate online sale. Once the victims got to the meeting, they say the suspect allegedly took their item and ran. Officials say iPhones, MacBook Pros, and laptops were stolen. The teen now faces several charges, including grand theft. Police say you should
to happen before I got involved, but in
locations and at designated state safe exchange zones like Tallahassee Police Departments or the Leon County Sheriff's Office locations. A man convicted in a decades-old murder was executed this evening in Florida. 65-year-old Melvin Trotter was Florida's second execution of the year. He died by lethal injection. Trotter is guilty of stabbing and strangling a grocery store owner in southwest Florida back in 1986. Terra Lake Heights Apartments in Tallahassee now telling tenants they have to pack up and leave over safety concerns. They say they've had issues with some floors and problems with fire alarm and sprinkler systems. The Tallahassee Fire Department confirming with us that after inspections, they did find safety issues in all 4 buildings there. TFD says they worked with the property manager for about a week but found no progress, so now they've moved to next steps. On February 20th, TFD notified the property manager and emailed the regional manager, and now all tenants in all 4 buildings have to be out by March 2nd at 9 a.m. TFD called the decision very rare, saying with 3 life-saving safety systems affected, this was the appropriate action. But residents say they're overwhelmed, and they may have nowhere to go with not enough time.
I don't understand why they let this something like this.
I'm gonna be in my truck, I guess, because I ain't got nowhere to go and I don't have no money to move nowhere.
And there's a lot of people that is gonna, it's gonna affect. People have kids. We have kids out here.
Our Julia Miller will have more from those residents, as well as some other things we've learned tonight from court documents about those property managers coming up over on WCTV tonight at 11 or after the State of the Union address. All right, let's check in with Mike McCall. We saw upper 20s by this morning, and now that the sun is set again, we're once again flirting with the 30s, I see.
We are, but the good news, Jacob, is it will not get as cold. In fact, some of you will see your low temperature happen maybe in the next couple of hours, and then some of this milder air that's out